February is Black History Month, and we've been bringing you stories all month long of the men and women making a difference in the borderland. ABC 7's Emma Hoggard introduces us to El Paso native Anthony Michael Stokes, an artist and educator who is making waves nationwide.
I've always been an artist, always, since a young age.
In those few words, Anthony Michael Stokes summed up his professional life. He's actually done more in the art world than I can list. He's been a traveling performer, done musical theater and dance performance, designed costumes, played the cello, and from a young age, he has drawn and made puppets.
So you said you've always done puppetry, but when did you decide that that was like part of your identity?
I worked at this educational theme park, and I was a part of this group called the Edutators. We had some extra fabric, and I was like, and I built a puppet out of it, and I was like, I have all this time on my hands, and I just kind of kept perfecting it, and that was the kernels of me wanting to do it on a bigger scale.
That's exactly what Stokes has done, achieving one of the highest honors in puppetry. He's the Jim Henson Foundation 2023 Artist in Residency at the Eugene O'Neill Center.
My mother would describe it as it's like you got nominated for a Grammy or you got nominated for an Oscar, but it's like puppetry, and it's a very small niche thing.
That niche work is just one part of his busy life.
So the way this puppet works is you usually just put your finger in here and you hold this.
I met Stokes in his Black Box Theater at Jefferson High School, where he's been named Teacher of the Year twice.
It literally just rests. It rests basically on your arm.
These are 3 of the puppets Stokes will use during his 2-week residency in Connecticut this March. He received a $7,000 grant to create them. Stokes is putting his twist on the Wizard of Oz, the Scarecrow, a black man who'd been lynched.
I thought about him just hanging on in the cornfield before Dorothy finds him. And that's kind of all he knows. And I go, well, he's hanging in a cornfield. And I go, you know what? There's another story I think I can tell.
Stokes has woven parts of himself into the performance, creating ties between the work and his lived experience. I'm
the first Black artist to get this award. The fact that we're continually still making Black history, I think that says it all. It's still happening. We're still making it. And I feel blessed that I even get to be a tiny little part of that.
Emma Hoggard, ABC 7.